Sixth stage of his theory is intimacy versus isolation. This begins and ends in the early adulthood, and this is the time when young adults begin to mold everlasting, meaningful relationships. They create a sense of connection, and it doesn't have to be sexual, but some love or some sort of connection is crucial for a healthy psychosocial development. This is a time of vulnerability, and a lot of people in this phase of their lives begin to interact with the same people that make them happy and who they want to be around. But it's always not always the best, and sometimes it does go a little askew, and this creates a sense of isolation. And there is a difference between being alone and lonesome, and I really feel like this is a big time when depression begins to show its face, and anxiety and things of that nature. And when isolation takes over, it can cause those psychological mishaps. And I think that's something that I've even experienced now going into an early adulthood. Early adulthood for me, I think, began a little bit earlier, because of like the last slide. I went through all of these stages of drugs and partying, and trying to balance an all A educational lifestyle with this crazy wild lifestyle. And I think it kind of caught up to me, and now that all of that's over with, and I'm kind of transitioning into that early adulthood, the anxiety and the depression and all of the things that I was masking with those enablers are really starting to show, and I'm really thankful that I have such great connections with friends that I've had for best friends, really, that I've had for over 10 years. I have a close knit of friends, and even if I don't talk to some of them all the time, they're always there. And I think even though I don't have a huge relationship with all of my family members, really just my grandparents and my mom and my dad, thankfully now, my friends have always been there, even when I didn't have that close connection with like my mom or my dad. And I really think it's really helped me get through some of the psychological misfires that have been going on in the past, and it's really created a sense of love and connection, that I'm not alone. And if I needed help, I have that help. I have a great support system, and it might not be a blood support system, and might not be blood, but these are connections that I've grown over years and years and years, and with these people that love me and I love them. And I think that's a really vital part of being able to survive through everyday life, is having that support system, because without that you feel alone and by yourself, and that's just detrimental and really tragic all in itself. So I'm really lucky to have that really loving and grounded support system behind me.